Welcome to Montgomery, Alabama. We're excited to be here. A couple of teams prepared for a showdown to see who will emerge as victors in today's IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Western Michigan's offense will get the first crack at it here. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the air, it's Sperry. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough. Pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program is because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
They kick it away on 4th down. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Makes the grab. It's Pickett. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Pickett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On the run, it's David. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Broncos are on the move.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Back to throw, it's Berry. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is on its way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Running to the left. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game.
It's blocked, and he ends up taking a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Back to throw, it's Sperry. Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Broncos!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering Herd offense coming out. They take over again, and they have yet to move the sticks on their previous 2 possessions. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's Hilton. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give on the option. At the 45 on its way. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Broncos in the hurry-up.
I suspect we could see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The screen, he's got wheels. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Dropping back, it's Sperry. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Western Michigan!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point extends the lead. Steed. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. That pass is incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Marshall will be forced to punt. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the... Oh, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Vincent. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. The official says no good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got him downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the... for the break.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tackle them before the half.
They'll immediately call timeout.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking for a man. It's Barry. Makes the catch. It's Pickett. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got his man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Western Michigan.
One more snap coming before halftime. He'll set up to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
Wants to go up top. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And how do we possibly begin without singing? Of this receiver. Ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking downfield, it's Hilton. Unloads to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Forward and finds his man on the left. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The thundering herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And for whatever reason, this quarterback has not been able to find his footing in this game. He's one of the better, more talented quarterbacks in the country. Had his guy wide open that time. He didn't have to throw it that hard. He could have just floated it to him for the easy completion. But he's just been off over and over again in this.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Looking for space. It's Vincent. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught near the sticks. It's Pickett. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
1 yard line. First and goal, Western Michigan.
Finds his man. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Might be calling a hot route. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra.
Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give out of the gun. Runs through the tackle. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Marshall will be forced to punt.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard to win games. They haven't found themselves in the end zone at all in this game. Throwing it, running it, they have been completely dominant.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Broncos will hustle to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. The give to the back. Turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Trying the left side. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Bringing the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Ripping through the defense. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Back to throw, it's Bowling. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the returner is stopped. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to